Here is key point discussed in podcast Master Money Making in 60 Minutes, Everything They Never Taught You, Jenny Just. Jenny's not a natural risk taker, but she's learned to take calculated risks over time. She talks about assuming the worst case scenario, but also being prepared for the best case scenario, and that's a really nuanced way of thinking about risk. And then of course there's the game of poker, which Jenny's really passionate about. She's created this program to teach women how to play poker, and it's not just about the game itself, but about building confidence and developing a growth mindset. But what really stood out to me was when Jenny talked about how making money isn't hard. It's unlearning everything you know about it that's hard. Money goes to people who treat life like a strategy, not survival. She's not a fan of the save and skip the coffee mentality, and she thinks that's a pretty simplistic way of thinking about finances. And when it comes to the idea that if you deserve it, you'll get it, she's a bit more nuanced. She thinks it's not just about deserving it, but about putting in the hard work and being strategic in your decision-making. She talks about how it's a marathon, not a sprint, and how patience is key. But what really caught my attention was her emphasis on the importance of time in wealth creation. She mentions how traders are often advised to think about their success over a 3-hour time frame, rather than just focusing on today's gains. It's a great reminder that building wealth is a long-term game. It's a great example of how thinking outside the box can lead to innovative solutions. And then the fact that some of those hockey players went on to work for NHL teams and win Stanley Cups is just amazing. Jenny also talks about the importance of structured risk-taking and how it's essential to have a framework for taking risks in business. She emphasizes the need for mentorship and guidance, but also notes that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. But the truth is, there's always more to learn, and it's essential to stay curious and keep growing. It's a great reminder that business is just as much about people as it is about numbers. One of the most insightful moments for me was when Jenny talked about the importance of acknowledging failure and learning from it. She shares her own experience of keeping a list of her failures on her desk as a reminder to stay humble and not repeat the same mistakes. It's a powerful lesson for anyone looking to build a successful business. It's okay to fail, but it's not okay to not learn from those failures. So, let's dive into what really stood out to me from this conversation. Yes, you heard that right, poker. The idea is that by learning to navigate the risks and uncertainties of the game, women can develop the mindset and skills needed to take more calculated risks in their personal and professional lives. She's not just talking about the game itself, but the broader implications of developing a risk-tolerant mindset. The advice she gives to women who want to change their mindset about risk is simple yet powerful: learn poker. And it's not just about the game, it's about the skills and confidence you develop along the way. Jenny's organization, Poker Power, is dedicated to teaching women how to play poker, both in person and virtually, with a team of teachers across the U.S. What's also striking is Jenny's perspective on creating a community of empowered women. When asked if she's worried about creating competitors by teaching so many women how to play poker, her response is telling. She and her co-founders see it as a pure joy to be able to empower others, even if it means creating potential competitors. It's a mindset that says, there's enough to go around, and that's something we can all learn from. The way Jenny thinks about success is not just about winning or building her own empire, but about leaving a lasting impact.